What's up? Thanks for clicking on this video. We are basically stuck in Groundhog Day as Twins fans. Cannot win games, cannot win close games, cannot win on the road. Constantly getting walked off by Cleveland. It's just the same thing over and over and over again. Win surge win, Colonels win. Let's talk minor leagues first, front and center. Tanner Schobel here for the Wichita Wind Surge had a big game. 2-homer night for him. Former, very highly regarded prospect in the Twins system, until he got to Wichita and kind of stalled out. And now he got off to a crazy good start early and then cooled off a bit. And hopefully this is a sign of more to come from him. Homered in the first inning and the second inning, Tanner Schobel. And right after him in the second inning, Ricardo Olivar jumped all over this pitch. Man, fan makes a nice catch. The girl wasn't having it, though. Look at that swing, aggressive swing from him. And Cole Peschl, this guy pitches with some fire, man. 15th round pick from last year's draft out of Campbell, as a former Campbell Camel. And he's just off to a crazy start. 3 1/3 innings in relief tonight, 8 strikeouts. He did allow 2 of his inherited runs to score, but he has yet to allow a earned run himself this year. A 0.00 ERA in 17 1/3 innings, and now has 27 strikeouts in 17 1/3 innings. That's what it looks like when you got a guy who has 6 pitches in low A. Slider, cutter, changeup, four-seam, curveball, and a sinker. Cole Peschl. Wow. To that Twins game, the Twins lost. Another walk-off. There was a delay. Just gross. Just gross. Simeon Woods Richardson almost threw 100 pitches and couldn't get out of the 5th inning anyway. But he only gave up 2 runs, and then the bullpen. Cole Sands, Louis Varland, Griffin Jacks, Juan Duran pitched 4 1/3 innings of shutout ball, buying the lineup plenty of time. And then Justin Topa can't hold on to it at the end. But again, I keep saying this is not on the pitching staff. The pitching staff surrendered 11 runs in this 4-game series. That's an average of 2.75 runs per game, and yet the team was 1-3 in Cleveland. Hitting-wise, there's actually a bunch of guys that had multi-hit games today. Ty France and Harrison Bader had 3 hits each. Carlos Correa, Byron Buxton had 2 hits each, but they could not really do anything with runners in scoring position. So they outscored Cleveland in this series because they blew them out so big on Monday. 17-11, they outscored them in this series, and they went 1-3. They were 8 for 14 with runners in scoring position on Monday in that blowout win, 11-1. And after that, in these 3 games since, they have been 3 for 20 with runners in scoring position in the 3 games since. Yuck. Yuck, yuck. The Twins are now 4-13 on the road and 1-6 in one-run games. So I don't really want to talk about them right now because it's just not interesting. It's not fun. It's the same thing over and over again. I don't want to talk about it. And then just like with the rain and Anyway, flipping the script to the minor league starting pitchers tonight. Alejandro Hidalgo went 5 innings. We got beat up a little bit for Cedar Rapids. He's a guy coming off of Tommy John. Adrian Bajorquez made his 2025 debut. The 2 earned runs were inherited runs, but he kind of got himself into trouble that Cole Peschl couldn't get out of. Pretty unique for Cole Peschl, too, to be pitching out of the bullpen. He is usually a starter. But Bajorquez topped out at 97.8 miles per hour and threw a breaking ball that had a spin rate in excess of 3,000 RPMs, which is impressive. So he's definitely a name to know, a guy to keep an eye out for. Again, Cole Peschl, 3 1/3 innings, gave up 5 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts in 3 1/3 innings. Definitely was struggling with command and fighting it, and was visually frustrated at himself a couple times. This guy's pretty animated on the mound, pretty fun to watch. Somebody I'm going to be going out of my way to go check out. Peschl, though, he only topped out at 92-ish. If I'm remembering correctly from Baseball Savant. So it's not crazy velo, but maybe he can be one of these guys that has a really good foundation to build upon, and the Twins can help along in adding a few ticks of velo as he moves up. Because, it looks like the pitchability and his mentality really stands out. The 0-0 ERA and 27 strikeouts and 17 and a third innings. Crazy. Corey Lewis got beat up for the Saints today. They were supposed to play a doubleheader, but once again, their second game got postponed. So Corey Lewis very challenged in AAA right now. Pearson all through 4 shutout innings with 5 strikeouts. A guy who started the year on the injured list. So good to see him back with the win surge. Hitting-wise, Anthony Prado went 2 for 3 with a double. I think that was the only Saints extra base hit today. They struggled. Tanner Schobel with a two-homer game. He also had another hit. Nate Baez hit his second home run. Pancho Ruiz, who had the big walk-off yesterday, he had a 2-hit night. Royce Lewis did not play. I was wondering if maybe he was going to play back-to-back games today, because he played yesterday in the field, did not play, so I think we can expect he definitely will not be joining the Twins in Boston. That was kind of assumed, but I thought there was an outside chance that might happen, so we can assume he'll be back with the Twins probably on Tuesday instead, and stick with the Saints over the weekend here. Manuel Rodriguez, who's been dealing with a thumb. I think it's his other thumb, though, but he's been dealing with a thumb. He entered the game in the bottom of the third inning as an injury replacement for Armando Alvarez and went 0 for 1. So it was just nice to see his name in a box score. He didn't get put on the IL, so I figured it wasn't that serious if they weren't going to put him on the IL and he was with the team. So, hopefully Emmanuel's all right. Kyle DeBarge plays center field, drew 2 walks, and stole his 12th base of the season. Has not been thrown out yet, Kyle DeBarge. So there you have it once again. Twins lose, another heartbreaker. Saints lose. Win surge and Colonels win, and the Mussels lose. Thank you so much for checking this one out. I really appreciate you. We'll talk again tomorrow.